Welcome, my friends. Today we are going to be doing multiple days of unpacking the house, full of decluttering and organizing, and even a little planting too.
I love it.
You really do?
I'm so happy to have
Oh
it.
no. We are starting off in my front room, and there are a ton of boxes in here. When we had the movers drop everything off, we had them put things in specific rooms. We labeled each box, but some of the miscellaneous things have come into here, as you can see. This has kind of been a catch-all as I have worked kind of around the house, and I've just been putting things in here, and that's what I will usually do, especially if you get distracted very easily. For me, I will be cleaning one room and I will just set things into another room. I do not put them away at that time because then I'll get distracted, and then the next thing I know, I will be in 3 different rooms with a mess in each one of them. So as I'm working in other rooms of the house and things that don't belong in there, I just bring them right here, and then I will tackle this one area one at a time. So that's a little tip, if I can give you anything. If you get distracted, you have cleaning ADD, this is what I like to do, just focus on one room at a time. But you have to actually go back. That's one of the things. You actually have to go back and do it. So that's what I'm doing now. And on this particular day, this is actually when we were going to have Emma's little family get-together / birthday party. And so I wanted to get in here and just clean it up a bit. I will tell you, there is nothing like people coming over to your house to motivate you anymore to get things done. So one thing I will say is, if you are going through things, you have boxes or bins or just drawers and closets that need to be tackled, just take some time. And one little thing that I suggest to do is, if you really don't feel motivated to do it, there are a couple of things that can kind of help you out a bit. Turn on a good movie if you are able to watch that and you can stay focused and have it playing in the background. If that's too much and you'll get distracted, then a song. And if it's too daunting, like there's just too much to do, just clean or declutter and organize whatever task you need to do while the song is going. And that can be your timer, or you can actually set a timer. But I suggested to a friend of mine who was very overwhelmed with cleaning out some of her items, especially things that her past mother, her late mother, had given her. And I said, you know what, just turn on your favorite worship song. When that song is over, look at what you have accomplished. If you feel motivated to keep going, you feel encouraged to do some more, then do more. And if you don't, take a minute, step back, and then turn on another song. And that is a really good way to kind of set a good timer, and also have something that pumps you up and gets you ready to go. For me, I like to brew some coffee and turn music on, or an Audible. I love my Audible books so much because I can completely get into the flow, and then the next thing I know, it is completely done, and I feel so proud of myself. And honestly, the feeling of being the accomplishment that I feel is motivation enough to keep going. We have big plans for this room, and Chris has a ton of books, a ton. And I will say that when I wanted everything to be just perfect, I didn't always want a ton of his books out because I didn't think they were quote unquote pretty. But I am past that now. I know that it is important for him to feel like he's got a place to go as well. So, as you grow older, you live and you learn. And so I told him that I wanted to get him a bookcase to display all of his books. He was so excited, and a part of me felt kind of sad that I'm just getting to this point, but you know what, we grow. And so I was looking all over the internet, and everything was so expensive. So the most affordable thing I came across was the IKEA Billy bookshelves. Now, I had these in my past house 2 houses ago. I love them. I did not want to spend $1,000 or $2,000 for a bookshelf, even though the one I wanted was that much. I think it was $8.99, and I just wasn't going to do that. So the Billy bookcases were definitely a good option. Also, because you can add toppers to them to make them taller. You can modify them to make them look like built-ins. This particular one I got, and it fits the wall perfectly, and then I got doors to it. That way, some of the books that he has that are just not as aesthetically pleasing, if you will, can go on the bottom, and then the nicer looking ones, because I love to decorate with books, can go on the top. He also removed a lot of the paper back to them and just had the binding showing, and that is one thing I can't even believe I didn't realize until then or until now. Just take the paper binding off of them, and they are so pretty to display. So I helped him set the books up, and he was so excited. So I wanted to make this whole area for him. We both do work at home, and he also studies the Bible a lot. And so I thought it was really important for him to have a place to go. So this is just for him. Like I said, it's going to be a work in progress, but we are definitely on the right path. Actually, that's really good, honey.
I love it.
You really do?
I'm so happy to have
Oh
it.
no.
I'm gonna fill that, by the way. Hi, Sugar. Well, no, you can't sit there, boo boo. I love that she tries to sit everywhere.
Emma was being so sweet, just so precious. I got these doorknobs also from IKEA. They came in a pack of 2, and I like the little pop of gold. I think it's really pretty. So moving into the boys' room. Now this is a loft, and I had someone ask me if this is where the boys were sleeping. Yes. So this is a 4-bedroom house, and obviously Chris and I have one, Emma has one. Drew, my oldest, soon to be 18, and Liam has one. And that's kind of how we do it. The oldest kids get their own room, and then as the younger kids get older and the older kids move out, it kind of just keeps going up the line. So Drew is going to be 18. I don't know how long he's going to be here, so he's going to have his own room. I feel like older kids need a little more privacy than younger kids. So the boys are in the loft right now, and it's working out. Now, if you remember in my last video, Josiah was telling me how he wanted the room to be. So you know what? I was trying to respect his wishes, and I let him put the furniture exactly how he wanted it. But now that I'm up here, I'm realizing it is not the best use of space, so I kindly asked him if he would be opposed to me just moving it in a different position and him evaluating it and taking a look and letting me know. I want the kids to always feel like, even though, you know, I'm a parent, I want them to feel like I'm respecting their space and their room. You know, if I want to paint their room beautifully, you know, white and aesthetically pleasing, but they wanted something else, I want to respect that. So, he was on board with me moving the furniture around, thankfully. And so that is what I'm going to do. But first I have to go in here and get rid of more stuff, which absolutely blows my mind. We got rid of so much stuff when we moved, and now that we're here, we are decluttering more and organizing. Of course, the organization, but decluttering, oh my gosh. So I'm going through some of their clothes that are here, and I'm putting them in this plastic bag, as well as taking some things out that I need to put away. And that way, when everything gets up there, it gets hung up and put in the drawers, it is actually the things we need, and we are not continuing to move on with things that we don't need anymore. As Drew and Liam were actually putting the items in their room, they did the same thing. They decluttered more. So I'm going through some of the items that were here in the box. Usually I will get through these boxes fairly quickly when I move into a house, but this go around I just haven't had that same drive, if you will. So we are getting to it now. I'm really trying to get all of the boxes out of this house. That makes me feel like I've, conquered a huge feat. So that's my goal here today. Just get everything out of the boxes and put where it needs to be. And then I will focus on the decorating and making everything look nice after this is done, because this was such a huge task. So when we had the last house, we had that big media room. And one of the reasons we picked that particular house is because of that media room. I wanted the kids to have a place to go. I wanted to have like a movie center or a movie area, whatever, in there. And also I love that it had a door so I don't have to hear all of the clicking and the typing and the, when kids play games. So since this room is open to the downstairs, we hear pretty much everything. So we are teaching them to be mindful of their voice and the things that are going up here while they're playing games. But I am glad we got rid of the media room, because I found that it was very easy for the kids to just disappear. And especially when I'm overwhelmed or something's going on, it was just easy for them to go up there and play, and then I wouldn't see them. And I felt like I was almost losing, grip. I don't want to say grip because that doesn't sound good, but almost losing grip on them and what they were doing, and monitoring the things that they were watching and playing. And so that was one of the big things for us when we decided it was time to go and time to move. We were not looking for something with a loft or a media room. But since we have as many kids as we have living with us right now, the loft in this house worked out because this is where the kids are going to be. But for me, I felt like it wasn't necessary to have that anymore. If we want a movie night, we'll go downstairs. And I want to be sure to be able to watch what the kids are viewing and monitor that. And for me, this is just a personal thing for me, I felt like when they would go into the media room, they were kind of like out of sight and out of touch, if you will. And it started to really worry me, because we check up on the kids. We look at their history. We look at, everything that they're looking at. And sometimes I was unpleasantly surprised. And kids are kids, and you can teach them the best that you can do, but kids are kids. They're learning, and they're going to push the limits and the boundaries. And if they have full access to YouTube and the internet and TikTok and Snapchat, you better believe that you cannot filter everything that they are viewing. And that is one of the things that became painfully obvious for us. And so with Isabella and Drew, I definitely let more go, just because I was naive to the things that were out there. But as it has trickled down, especially starting with Drew, I'm realizing no, you have to really monitor every single thing. And I know that's like a no-brainer, but it's not even okay to have those apps on there. The things that I have seen pop up from my kids watching regular old baseball or art shows on YouTube are disgusting. And I know we're on YouTube now, but we're grown adults. I do not want my kids on YouTube at all. It is just not a safe place. People are too crazy and wicked and disturbed to allow your kids to just have free access to the whole world from their phone. So that's one thing for us that we wanted to bring back and rope in, and we've been doing that, and I can already tell a difference in the kids. Now, we're not perfect at it. We definitely make mistakes, and they kind of push it still, but we are definitely on the right road.
I know that we would never work. I know that someone would get hurt. I think I have to let you go. Should be easy, but it's not. 'Cause the problem is I love you. What to do? I count to 3 when you're next to me. I love you. What to do now? Do now. Only problem is I love you. What to do? You got me bound. Make my world spin round.
I also wanted to add that that drawer was from IKEA. Really like it. Very solid, very durable. Only thing, I feel like IKEA's drawers, or this particular one, not all of them, they're just not very, they're deep, but they're not very tall, if you will. So I was like trying to fold the kids' clothes in like the whole Con Marie way. And even then they were still a little tall and it was kind of poking out when I was closing the drawers. So keep that in mind. They're really pretty, but I think I've got to find a different way to fold clothes. Next thing, I am going to be putting this rug in the front entryway. Ruby doesn't let me cut her nails. I'm going to have to take her to the vet to get it done. So I hear click, click, click constantly. And it is also nice to just kind of walk on a rug from time to time. So I got this from Wayfair. Super affordable. It is a 4x6 and Emma approves.
What to do now? Do now. Only problem is I love you so damn much. Every word you say, every time we touch, I love you now. I want you. I want you. I want you.
Another day and another moment to organize. So I'm taking these bins here. These are from Target. I love these because they stack on each other perfectly. They're only $3 each and you can use them for so many things. I also like the white. They have different colors. I think white, clear, and maybe like a smoky looking gray black one, which is translucent, I believe. So these are great. I'm gonna have her colors in here, her puzzles in here, and if I can find all of her little people, Fisher Price little people, I'm gonna put them in here as well, just to have all of her things right here very close, because she is a busy, sweet little girl, and we've got to keep her pretty entertained. So I'm putting this little tray here also. When I put things on a coffee table, I like to have it all set together. Okay, really quick, I wanted to show you what I did over here. This is the little cube system the boys had. We have 3 of these, plus an 8 cube one. So I decided to put it over here because this little spot is kind of barren right now. This is the light from the entryway. Emma had this. I'll find it in some random spot, I'm sure. And then I just added this here to kind of like bring everything together. Everything is kind of like work in progress. I got my blankets here. Let's see. Here's Miss Emma. And let's see what else we have done. I put the baskets here. I will put, I don't know, I did have pillows in there, but the more that I have been here, the more I realize I don't have space for extra, so I will probably just use those pillows outside. Then over here, I added the command hooks. Chris always needs somewhere for his wallet, and I added this for our keys. What else? What else? What else? Oh, over here, Josiah and Liam took down the pallet board. It was on a whim. I took one down and then it just kept continuing to go and go and go. So that should be exciting. We switched the desk out. This is Drew's desk. He took an L-shaped one so Chris could have this space. And then the cabinets here. He was really excited to put his books up. And then you saw the rug. What else did I do? My bedroom is going to be a whole thing by itself, but I took the 8 cube and put it in my closet. I did not film it because it was not easy to get it in here. But this is how this looks. I got my closet coming together. Again, this is just the closet and the bathroom. And this room is going to be a work in progress. I have a new mattress coming. That one's hurting Chris's back, so we got a new one. Then Let me see if I can get in here. Let me show you what I did up here. Last we saw, it was not done. So this is what I did yesterday. How much better and more open it looks. So I'm gonna put the rug down right here. I got their bedding ready to go. Put another cube in here for them. That looks way better. Let's see what else. Yeah, we have a lot of painting to do. Ton. And let me go downstairs. Okay, so Chris cleaned off this area for Mother's Day. He got me this wonderful fountain. I've been wanting a fountain. I love just the sound of water. So I got some succulents today at Walmart. And we are gonna fill this up real quick. How sweet is that? This swing is actually gonna go where I'm standing in between that wall. This one's gonna go away. I'm gonna give it to someone. And then I'm not sure if these are gonna be right there or on the back porch. We're debating on that one. But I'm gonna put the succulents together. These are all from Walmart. This whole tray here was $12.98. This was $6.96. And these were all $2 each. They had so many. How precious. These would be so cute on a window too. So I got this, and I'm actually just gonna break it apart and put it in here. I don't have any more dirt because I actually filled it in here. You can see when the move was happening, I really neglected my plants. She's coming back. So I'm actually gonna take some of that dirt in there and the dirt in here, and we're gonna make this beautiful. I was pleasantly surprised at the plants from Walmart. I have purchased plants from them in the past, and I don't know if you know this, but Home Depot, I'm assuming Lowe's, I don't know for sure, but I know for Home Depot, and I believe for Walmart as well, they do have a warranty on their plants. So if for any reason they die, just keep your receipt and you can usually take them back. Now, obviously, you can't just not water them and them die, but like if you've tried to take care of them and they die, you can return them. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I know Home Depot does it, and I'm almost 100% certain that Walmart does it because I bought mums from them, and someone else told me that. You will see. But they had really, really good affordable plants, so you don't have to pay a high price. You can just go to Walmart.
If I love you harder than
I don't like it. Good picture. Emma, look at you.
the time I'm running for a long time. My feet got blisters, but maybe I belong.
Okay, you can follow me, Josiah. Try to be as steady as you possibly can be.
To Emma?
To me. Come here, follow me. You're just going to kind of get me, and you can get my hands. You did such a good job, baby.
Every fall, learn to grow and keep myself tall.
So here it is. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And this whole thing was probably $15. No. The whole thing was probably less than $20. But this is amazing. I think this is so cute. Now, I've had these before. These get super full. The succulents, from my understanding, don't need a lot of work. So it's kind of what I need in my life right now. But this is going to be a whole, I think I'm going to have some like planted palms back here to make this a whole area. This is Emma's room, and I love that she can hear that. So, okay, I am happy with that. I have a lot more to do in the house. This house needs the biggest deep clean I have ever seen in my life. And that's okay, because even if it was spotless, I would probably need to clean it. But I mean, I need to like deep clean it. I'm going to have to buy new gloves. It needs to be that taken care of. I mean, it is. And honestly, I just haven't had the motivation or the energy to do it at all. I just have looked around and been absolutely and utterly paralyzed with everything that needs to be done. And so, but it's been hard. I've been struggling with it a lot. I'm just trying to push through. That's why in today's video, you just see like little bits of multiple days. There are days that all I can do is one box or one portion of the room. That's all I've got in me. Oh, look at her. Look at her. This is a water
baby. But I'm trying to teach her to take care of things, which is so sweet. And it's like the older I get, I like want more flowers. I want more things to like liven up the space, and just, she loves it too. So off the topic, we have a lot of work to do. I got some paint for her room, intimate white. It's the sweetest little pink I've ever seen, and a rug. So we're gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing board and batten in her room. The kitchen, we've got a quote coming to, I need some extra not extra cabinets. Remember I talked about the cabinets? I got a quote for replacing that cabinet, and then we'll paint them. And then gotta finish that pallet board wall, and I think we got, oh, I know for sure we gotta do our bedroom as well. This house needs paint, like something fierce. And I bought a whole kit, like an 18-inch paint roller. So a lot of projects, my friends. We have a lot to do there. We haven't even scratched the surface of everything that we have to do. Haven't even scratched the surface. But I just wanted to hop on here and say thank you for watching today's video. Make sure to like this video, and if you would consider subscribing. Just consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. We have a lot to get done, and Emma's got a lot to say, and I love it. So I gotta take my son to church now. So I love y'all. Please don't forget that you are loved, you are worthy, and when you're here, you're family. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your support, and thank you for being you. I love you.